Hello children, welcome to the class. Children, today also we will continue with the story Bholi by K.A. Abbas from the book Footprints Without Feet. In the previous video, we had seen that the teacher encouraged and inspired Bholi to rise higher in life. Today, we will see how Bholi is going to school proved to be a turning point in her life. Thus, the years passed. The village became a small town. The little primary school became a high school. There were now a cinema under a tin shade and a cotton ginning mill. The mail train began to stop at their railway station. One night after dinner, Ramlal said to his wife, "Then, shall I accept Bisamba's proposal?" "Yes, certainly," his wife said. "Bholi will be lucky to get such a well-to-do bridegroom. A big shop, a house of his own, and I hear several thousand in the bank. Moreover, he is not asking for any dowry." "That's right. But he is not so young, you know, almost the same age as I am. And he also limps. Moreover, the children from his first wife are quite grown up. So, what does it matter? If we don't accept this proposal, she may remain unmarried all her life." "Yes, but I wonder what Bholi will say. What will that witless one say? She is like a dumb cow." "Maybe you are right," muttered Ramlal. So, a marriage proposal came for Bholi. It was from a lame old man whose children were also grown up. However, Ramlal and his wife agreed as he was well settled. Bisambanath was a well-to-do grocer. He came with a big party of friends and relations with him for the wedding. Ramlal was overjoyed to see such pomp and splendor. Bholi's elder sisters, who had come for the occasion, were envious of her luck. So Bholi's sisters were envious to see the pomp and splendor at the sisters' wedding. The bridegroom lifted the garland of yellow marigolds. A woman slipped back the silken veil from the bride's face. Bisamba took a quick glance. The garland remained poised in his hands. The bride slowly pulled down the veil over her face. "Have you seen her?" said Bisamba to the friend next to him. "She has pockmarks on her face." However, when the groom was about to garland the bride, a woman slipped the veil from Bholi's face. Bisamba refused to marry such an ugly bride. "So what? You are not young either." "Maybe, but if I am to marry her, her father must give me 5,000 rupees. So Bisamba refused to marry such an ugly girl without a dowry. He asked for rupees 5,000 as dowry. Ramlal somehow managed the amount. Tears streaming down his face, Ramlal went in, opened the safe and counted out the notes. He placed the bundle at the bridegroom's feet. So Ramlal arranged the dowry. Once again, the veil was slipped back from the bride's face, but this time her eyes were not downcast. She was looking up, looking straight at her prospective husband, and in her eyes there was neither anger nor hate, only cold contempt. Bisamba raised the garland to place it round the bride's neck. But before he could do so, Bholi's hand struck out like a streak of lightning, and the garland was flung into the fire. She got up and threw away the veil. So, Bholi refused to marry such a greedy person. Pitaji, take back your money. I am not going to marry this man. Ramlal was thunderstruck. The guests began to whisper, so shameless, so ugly, so shameless. Bholi, are you crazy? Shouted Ramlal. You want to disgrace your family? So people were shocked to see her speak without stammering. I was willing to marry this lame old man, but I will not have such a mean, greedy, and contemptible coward as my husband. I won't, I won't, I won't. No one had noticed this change because she was no one for her family. They were all surprised to see Bholi speak without stammering. Bisambhar returned back. Bisambhanath the grocer started to go back with his party. Ramlal turned to Bholi and said, "But what about you? No one will ever marry you now. What shall we do with you?" And Sulekha said in a voice that was calm and steady, "Don't you worry, Pitaji. In your old age, I will serve you and mother, and I will teach in the same school where I learned so much. Isn't it that, ma'am?" The teacher had all along stood in a corner watching the drama. "Yes, Bholi, of course," she replied, and in her smiling eyes was the light of a deep satisfaction that an artist feels when contemplating the completion of a masterpiece. So Bholi told her father that she would serve him and mother in their old age. Furthermore, she would teach in the same school from where she learned so many good things. So after years of gaining education and with the help of a teacher, Bholi turned into a confident woman. She no longer stammered and could speak properly. She even had the courage to refuse to marry the lame old man because he was greedy. So the love and affection shown by the teacher brought this drastic change in Bholi's life. The story hints that family support and emotional security are essential for the proper child development. Thank you.